It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll go option to the short side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Debo. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Debo Samuel halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel. And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. For this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now back to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So let's search for that patience here now. From the 38, Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. On third down, it's Debo. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Ravens at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. That's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
They'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They go play action now. Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. They'll look to throw here. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Jordan Stout now. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Come on. Hey.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached intermission here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll give it to Samuel. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from the they'll open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Hey!
2nd and 13. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Samuel. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Pittman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They're going right back to Pittman. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Taylor diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't think twice about throwing this flag on that one.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start by running the action to right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Still first down.
Here's Hines. Down to about the 22 here. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. They run again with Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Indianapolis. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Jackson running again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A handoff for Samuel. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here from 28 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college. They're running around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Jackson on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? And it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. With such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?